Hi everyone. Hello. Sorry, listeners. This week all of us are going through something. We're in our emotional phase this week. Okay, but hello, all listeners. Welcome to Hey Biz Buds, the podcast. Okay, it's me, Elinur, your host for this episode, and I have my friends here today, Manisha,
Hello.
Winnie, Liana,
Hi.
and Fitri will be joining
Hello.
us in a few minutes. Yeah. So my topic for this episode is about business beyond profit, and it's more specifically on social impact. So very deep, right? So
It's a
like
big word.
when I got this topic also, like I really thought it's just gonna be more towards environmental impact rather than what I will share with you later. So when I got this topic, I did some last minute research.
Okay.
Okay, so I broke down social and impact and what it means as in totality lah. So social means our society, communities, and our different groups of people, and then impact is more like a long term consequences or results based on your strategy or programs you have put in place to address a problem. So social impact altogether is what it means altogether. So if I may read, it's a change effect that address social issues around us. Okay. So yeah, like I said, before I jump into this topic, I really thought it was just gonna talk on sustainable efforts. But before I share mine, but what sort of brands or activities that you guys are aware of that taps on social impact
Brands.
or activities lah? If it's because sometimes brands can be difficult to think of.
I mean, it can be as simple as
Mm.
like a telco doing like those beach cleanups, like
Yes.
team efforts to
Specific,
telco.
I don't know.
Ah,
I saw one recently. I
I'm
saw
trying
one.
to think
Okay,
which
okay.
telco.
No, in
Oh, very good,
Brunei,
this
not in
telco.
Singapore. And then like it could be even bigger, like what they used to call CSR last time. I don't know if they still call it now or not because things have changed. They can do things that are like more uh bigger scale. And then there are some companies who like will give proceeds to charity.
Yeah.
It could be small things like that, lah. How deep rooted it is, I don't know. I've never personally experienced it.
Okay, what about Rini, Liana?
I don't have like a specific brand to give example, but I feel that these days most companies has an element of social impact attached to it.
Yes.
Like for example, sometimes some companies, if it's Singapore context,
Mm-mm.
they will go into like maybe supporting the lower income lower income individuals, those maybe holding blue trust card, those kind of social impact. And if we are looking at social impact, if they want to register their company as a social impact company, then there's another organization that they can register to. So but then if they are not registered as a social impact company, as a profitable company itself, I think there will be certain element of social impact attached to it, because it kind of give the users or the customers some kind of a good feel when they buy their things, like, oh, I buy this product, a percentage will go to a non-profit organization, let's say, or charity. Yeah. So personally, I feel that a lot of companies now do not just go with profit kind of growth, but also has impact some kind in the in that
Totally
little
agree
space.
with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that you mentioned the intangible impacts of social. Yes.
Yeah.
What about you, Liana?
I mean, I think when we talk about social impact, you always think about like donation lah, charity
Yeah.
lah, and all that. But then we forget that I think social impact it's basically impacting a group of people, you know, socially in a social
Yes.
sense. So I am amused that like Rini is running like the Freelancers Academy,
Yes, I was
right?
gonna say that. Yeah.
And that itself is already like a social impact. You know, it already has a social
Yes.
impact. Of course,
Yeah.
it's like it's not a typical like charity like donation whatever.
Yeah.
Like no,
Yeah.
I mean, but she is helping like freelancers. You know, have a community, and I think that is I think that's social impact. I think before I was just talking to Elinur also like social impact. It feels like such a huge word, right?
Yeah, it is
Correct.
actually
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
But
Yeah, it
it
feels like a
lives
big word.
within all of us, like all the
Mm.
businesses that we have interacted with. It is kind of like rooted in our brand values. In a way, it's another version of our why, our
Oh
cause.
yes. Yep.
So yeah, I had TFA as an example, but I also want to mention Reka.
Cik.
Wait.
Plugging.
So our mission is also to help creative communities. We don't want to be on our own anymore. We want to collaborate with and tap onto different creatives who are good at what they do and rise above. We don't want to leave anyone behind. So that's
Yeah.
our mission. It's still ongoing, but we hope to kind of raise all creatives up. As for you, TFA, freelancers, for us is the
Yeah.
creatives. Yeah. So it's really interesting that it's not what we thought it was, basically. Yeah. But like, how does anyone or businesses have social or create social impact, or what do I say? Build brand values, social. Oh wow. Tolong. Brain
Slowly.
dah jam.
The question suddenly left her brain.
Jump.
And then like
It's like woo woo woo.
So funny. Okay, let me read.
Yes.
Oh yes. So for our listeners, if you're looking to work on a course, ya Allah. Don't worry.
Itu nak rap apa?
Rap.
This is how conversations usually go between
Yes.
us. It's a very authentic episode, this one.
Okay.
Breathe.
I'm sorry, listeners, if you're listening to this purpose. So yeah, I wanted to ask, like, how does businesses like think of a social cause to help and to be aligned in their own business as well? How do they plan for that?
I think it also starts from themselves, right? Like for example, Reka and TFA. Reka focuses because you guys are all creatives. Like for TFA, myself and AJ, we started off as a freelancer, and even the difference between my age and AJ's age, there's 10 years difference, but the struggles or the issues somehow remains because there's not many community that can help each other, especially for freelancers. So I feel that when a brand or a company has that social impact in their business, usually starts from within. And I don't know, for I just wanted to ask you guys, right? Is it like social impact? What do you think, like when it comes to social impact? Is it most of the time attached to like a bigger organization? I wouldn't say bigger, but more than one person in a company. Like for example,
used
your
to think that.
individual, like your individual business, right? We are all running alone, right? Do you then have a social impact attached to it?
Definitely.
Yes.
To some degree,
definitely.
yeah.
Right.
To some degree, yes.
To
So
some
it
degree.
definitely starts from within, right? We want to actually have that a certain degree of social impact because you are experiencing it and you want to help similar group or something like
Correct.
that.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
just
guess
like the purpose lah, right? I mean, we all have
Yeah.
our own purpose, our own
Correct.
whys of like creating our own businesses.
Yeah.
And I think ultimately, if without this why, then things might not be as meaningful. So
Yeah.
I think that's kind of like the importance
Yeah.
of actually having a purpose. I
Yes.
think the issue, I mean, if it's like one person only, like, you know, those like solopreneurs, like, or one person business
Yeah.
or a small business, I think it's easy. I think the challenge probably lies with it's like a bigger business, right? Like, you know, when then like how do we
Align.
how do
Align,
we align, right?
yes.
Yeah, so I guess that is already another issue altogether lah.
Yeah.
But I would think like for me, I'm one of those solopreneurs, right? I don't work with anybody else. But for me, I guess my personal and my professional supposed social impact is the same. I don't differentiate it. And I have pillars. And I've seen other companies that they also have pillars. Like I was recently actually suddenly thought about us helping a client with one of their client projects. So they do sustainable jewelry. And
Oh.
they are not only just saying sustainability, they are also helping to improve the lives of rural women. So it's also female centric and it's
Yep.
also environmental. And for
Mm.
myself, I also do that. I have sustainability as one thing that I'm always, you know, like, okay, I want to try to reduce plastic waste, you know.
Yeah.
And then there's in my personal sense, I always want to help education and the elderly. You know, because I'm like, however little way I can help with that, I will do whatever I can. Doesn't have to be in my professional sense. It could be my personal, but obviously I think I have to work hard to make money to help them, you know, that kind of that flow is there because I'm one person. It's the same thing.
Correct.
But I
So I
think,
think yeah.
okay, sorry,
Yeah.
but I think for Manisha like a different breed. You know why? Because when she thinks about social impact, right, she creates another business altogether.
Yeah. So like,
She don't
like the
she don't
cloth
just like
cycle.
yeah. You know,
Yes.
she don't
Cloth
just like
cycle.
sub the I would say the category, but she open a total this one crazy.
Different tab, new window.
Yeah. Yeah, not even type window, yeah.
Whole new window. Then stress. Then hair drop.
I think
Yeah.
Liana wanted to say something. Is it?
Oh no, the cloth cycle. I mean, she's
Yeah, right?
her cloth cycle is
That is a
one
good,
way
yeah.
of being sustainable.
Yeah.
and
Suppose
yeah.
so. Yeah, because it was like a very random thing that I was like one day like going crazy, like, how dare y'all throw away material? This
Yeah,
is
so
not
much, right?
sustainable, so much. It's like
Yeah,
bags,
it's
bags.
so good.
I was like, you cannot do this. I couldn't sleep. And I
Yeah.
just
You
went
mean they throw cloth?
yeah, so like, you know, like you all make baju or whatever.
yeah,
Yes.
then they
Before
throw.
this, yeah, so like little remnant pieces, what to do?
Yeah.
Cannot do, you can't make anything. Before they thought they cannot make anything out of it.
Ah,
Yes.
Yeah, and then they were like, you know, we just don't know what to do, and then we'll just throw it away. So one day I was like, hold on, don't throw it away. And this is, I mean, my dad's been doing business for like 40 years. I only figured this out like, what, 2 years ago. Can you imagine the waste? I was like, oh.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was like, one day I was like, Pa, hold on, do not throw, give it to me. And he's like, what the hell are you going to do with this bag?
Yeah.
So I brought one bag home and then I just like ripped open the whole bag and some were like so small. They were like, one string. I'm like, okay, this one cannot do anything. Never mind. And then some pieces are like a big, like hijab size.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, how can you
Can
tell
make
me you
into
cannot do
purse also,
anything?
like
Yeah,
small
so I
purse.
was like, scrunchies. How about we start with that? So yeah, I just started doing scrunchies and then we did like cloth envelopes. You know, like for
Oh,
ang
nice.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
cute.
That
I thought
has
should do like collars, cat collars.
Hey, then you
Oh,
do
yeah, I have
Oh my
tried that.
goodness, yes.
Yeah, you can do like
I
all
did-
the pet stuff.
I
Or
did a
those like
prototype.
short collars, like just for us to put like inserts, you know, like
Habis.
hijabi.
Oh,
Idea.
Actually,
Habis.
yeah, never
Oh
thought
my
of that.
God.
See, this episode has brought on more business ideas for me.
your-
New tab, new tab, new tab, new tab.
Your
New
cloth
window.
cycle can branch out so many products. Oh
That's
my
why I call it
goodness.
cloth cycle because if I just call it scrunchies, I'm like, no, this is limiting.
Oh my
for
God.
me.
Hey, then you
Yes,
do
right.
the
Yes,
you do
girl.
the
Potential.
you have the ang pao thingy, right?
Yeah, that
Hey.
actually that really worked. Only thing when we did the prototype, the size was quite big.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, we have to shrink this because the money not so big. We're not $1,000 note. It's like $5
Yeah,
note.
letak check.
Yeah. But you can actually even put like, you know, some people go to party. So if I make a sturdier version, if like you're going out for like a party or something, it can be your clutch
Aw,
bag.
yeah.
or
Yeah, like your phone
Yes.
punya bag, or
Yeah.
then put a
I
strap.
even did a
or like,
prototype for a Kindle book cover.
so
I
many
actually use it for myself, but
Sis.
it doesn't have a
Okay.
very good
This
thing, so
one,
I'm like,
I'm so
cannot sell.
excited. Like,
if the listeners here is able to support finance
No
Manisha's
finance.
idea, please by
Yes.
all means go.
Invest on a sustainability project.
Yeah, I think
Wow,
that's
my
a really
God,
good
you should
idea.
totally like bank on that also, si Manisha. Like, there's so much
That sounds
potential.
Later she
I'm so
disappear.
sorry, I'm so sorry. But yeah. I'm like, oh my God, there's so much potential. I can think of like, wow.
I know.
Hey, you know
I
there's a
know.
grant for this, right?
Terus
In
yes.
Singapore.
In Singapore,
Yeah. There's
like
a
in
grant
Brunei.
for
We got nothing.
but you are Singaporean, what? You can tap on
You
it,
are
what?
not.
You're not
She's
Singaporean, eh? Oh,
Malaysian.
so you're
Ah,
The
Malaysian.
irony.
Aku confused lah selalu
I'm
susah.
born in Singapore, yes, but I'm not
Yes,
Singaporean.
born.
But
Yeah.
you are you a
yeah.
Singapore
PR,
PR?
PR.
PR should
Mm.
also can because it's
I think
Singaporean
so.
and Singapore PR. So just apply
Mm.
for the grant. I will give you the link later.
Tengok
Okay,
suddenly
This is
all the
just
events
like okay, this
investor.
is just like an idea to the listeners, like how crazy we can go from like, oh, that's an idea, and then okay, here, this is what you have to do for it. As if I got nothing else to do, right?
No, it's just planting. Whether
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
want
it
to
doesn't have to
grow
be
it,
today.
yeah, it can be
Yes.
next month, you know?
Yes.
Okay, thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
But
Thanks,
to wrap up what you guys said. So this
Right,
social
right.
impact cause doesn't have to belong to a big organization. It could
Yeah.
be within us, personal brand even.
course,
Like for
yeah.
myself, even I don't loudly say like I wanna inspire women, specifically moms, to be a
Yeah.
hybrid of both being at home and also working. But
Mm.
it's it's always around us in some way or another.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi Fitri.
Hi Fitri, welcome back.
I've been hearing while I
Oh,
left
that's
my-
nice.
You want to input
Okay.
something, another business idea?
laughing all the way.
Oh my gosh. that
I thought
must be
she wants
loud.
to input another business idea for Manisha.
Yes.
Oh, sudah.
I think I got like Manisha's pain. Like, I always say like last time when I worked at Coffee Bean,
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, the food waste is, I remember like they will
Yeah.
want to, like my manager last time, she
Mm.
will, the muffins were all still in good condition.
But
And
because
then,
it's
but then expiring already. So she just
Mm.
she asked me like, do you want to take? And like, okay, then I take. So I was the only one who actually like took all the boxes just to like bring back. But I don't know, like there was like 20, more than 20. I just had to bring it
wow.
back.
Oh my
I don't know
gosh.
what to do with it. And then I remember like she threw like the whole cake.
Oh my
The
God.
whole chocolate leaves cake, that one,
Oh, I wish I was
throw
your
into.
friend.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you guys, why you're not my friend? Because I was like, eh,
Cannot,
yeah, so
right?
so I think at that age I really was like, I want to do like a food bank, like this kind of thing. Like how
Mm.
can we distribute this food? But back
Yeah.
then it was like 2005, 2012 or 13,
Many years
and
ago.
it's not. I think it's not as easy as it is now.
Yeah.
So back
You are
then,
right.
the opportunities aren't so not very clear, not very accessible. So like I wanted to say, then people would say, no lah, cannot lah. Now got the NEA law and all that kind of things. And then like only like after that, like a few years later, then I started seeing all the food banks. Like,
Yeah.
this was like what I wanted to do. But yeah, I guess
There's actually a charity that does that. They give
yes,
like leftovers. Last time was Starbucks or
yeah,
Coffee Bean, I can't
correct.
remember. To
Yeah.
migrant workers, they
Mm.
collect and give to
Yes.
them. Yeah, because
Yes.
for them they tired, they go back home to cook or whatever, and then you just give them all this. But they
Correct.
still do
Nice.
it, I think, like in a smaller scope lah. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some social impact are really quiet. Like they don't like announce. So you really have to really dig deep.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or maybe Fitri can share with us like any brands or activities you heard of that promote social impact.
Social impact like donation.
It could be what you perceive. Yes.
Yeah.
I think I like that my blog area, right? We always have this, we always receive these pamphlets of having to recycle our used clothing.
Clothes. Yeah.
I don't recall seeing the brand or the business. I don't even know which business it is, but I recognize the same flyer every single month. And yeah, it's only I've been staying for 5 years here, so it's only the fifth year that I think I did like a cleansing of my wardrobe last week. So and yeah, so the I like the process. It's just you just have to leave
outside, right?
they will say that okay, we're coming again
The date.
in a certain date. You just leave the items
Mm.
outside.
Yep.
You staple the pamphlet
Yep.
along the items, and we're gonna collect.
Yeah.
And it's as simple as that. They keep sending again and again every single month. I don't
Yeah.
know. It must be tiring to do this. Because I saw the pamphlet is on everyone's door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought initiative, because to find a location or a no brand business who does this is quite
Correct.
difficult. It's only when we realize, okay, I have stuff that I want to give
Yeah.
away. I just don't know where to
Don't know
go.
where to. Yeah,
I
correct,
also
correct.
know there's another location in Gem. It's near the car park, but I always see it full.
The
Full.
box, is it the box?
The
Yeah, the
bin.
box.
The bin, yeah.
Oh,
The-
Yeah.
wow.
It's always full, and I just don't like how it's disorganized, and having to go to shopping malls to bring stuff. You don't remember. You go to shopping malls to shop, don't not use stuff, right? So,
Yeah.
this
You add on
initiative I think is
stuff.
super good lah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
also,
think
can I add on?
yeah.
Sure.
So I have a friend who does this, who has so many clothes, and who does this, who she does not have any products per se. It's just that she enjoys to resell her old clothing, and she does it last year
Thrifting,
and this year. Actually, just recently at Bukit Batok, CASC. So what she did was she became the event organizer, and she allow her friends, or she would open to her Instagram followers, whoever who wants to join in, and I have a space for us to resell whatever that you have. And there's this year that she did it publicly,
Okay.
and I like that
Nice.
there's a lot of passerbys coming in.
Yep.
So I think that's another good initiative as well.
Thrifting is something
Yeah.
that I think is
Yes.
really
I
it's
think,
like
yeah.
even I remember when I went to Japan, there's like when people are like, oh, those who love to thrift like vintage stuff and everything. There's like a whole area to do it. And I'm like,
Yes.
oh, okay,
That was what
yeah.
I was thinking when I went to Canada also. Then I was like, why Singapore don't have this? But then recently I started to see
yeah.
like more
Oh,
now.
yeah. Now they have shops also, like at
Yeah.
Arab Street and all that. They
Yeah.
have a few
Before
shops.
this, the ones that I saw were run by churches.
Correct,
Yeah,
correct.
Yes.
so I think, but only recently then I saw like, oh, okay, there's actually more lah.
I think also this thrifting kinda like started by, I don't know, for me personally, I feel it started by the Gen Zs. Like they are more
Yeah.
resourceful, right?
Yes.
Like my nieces, like especially my second niece, like she will be telling me, I'm going to this place like Queensway Shopping Center, blah blah, got this thrift shop. I say,
Yes.
like, oh, have fun. So she has been introducing me to thrift shops and everything. But
Nice.
yeah lah, being a Muslimah is a little bit difficult to
Difficult,
find something. But I
yes.
think Fitri's friend, I saw her Instagram, I think recently. She has like a lot of like Muslimas clothings and stuff. So I think it's a good stepping stone to actually thrift for Muslimas clothings. So easy
Nice.
for us
I
to
want to
find.
know later. Share, okay, Fitri.
Yeah, there's so many
Yeah.
things that you guys should share. Can we share to our listeners all the links?
Yeah, of course we can put in the show notes.
Can.
Yeah, just give me the link, I put in the
This call
description.
become a discussion.
Doesn't feel like we're recording an episode.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Is
though.
this
It's
like
so
a
natural.
WhatsApp in
WhatsApp
like
version.
version?
What's that in conversation?
Yes.
I mean, I don't even know how to wrap this up. There's so many things.
There is literally so many things to talk
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
But I think in essence, it really debunks or kind of see, lost word. The word I'm looking for.
Debunks
Wait.
the
myth of
Yes.
of
Yes, debunks the myth of
social impact.
social impact being only for big organizations. It's really around us and in non-profit businesses, small business, personal brand, everything.
Yeah.
And I like how in fact the customers are interacting with it in one way or another, and in this small little actions, but it's gonna be a long term lah. But I'm sure one day it will be our efforts in all that we are doing right now. It's gonna be fruitful. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm
Nice
sorry.
talk, guys.
Yes.
Yes.
So, I mean, like that's the end of the conversation. Yeah. So, thank you everyone, all the listeners for listening in. I'm feeling so casual. I don't. Okay, never mind.
It's good.
It's
good.
okay.
Yeah,
It's a
go on,
discussion.
go on.
Yes,
It's
yes.
conversation.
Thank you, all the listeners and friends here for joining in to this conversation. So, really, if you guys love this topic, to leave a comment, please share with us, like, what are some of the social impact that you are doing right now in your business, and how we can follow and support your business as well, and also follow, like, and share wherever platform you're listening this to. But also, if you are still here, want to watch another video, do look out for season 1, episode 10, where we talk about our role models and how it inspires us to be business owners we are today. Okay, see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.